What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're doing one of our favorite videos. I know it. I know you and I are kindred spirits. We love us some Trader Joe's, and I'm sharing everything that I bought when I went to Trader Joe's. And this time it's quite a bit. I spent a little over $250, which is remarkable for Trader Joe's because it's not my regular grocery store. It's kind of like the fun shopping style. There's a great mix in here though, and I will share all of the prices. I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida, so obviously my prices might be a little bit different than yours, but I'll share our local prices. That way, if you're planning a trip to Trader Joe's, you can kind of budget for it. They did have those elusive cooler bags, so I'll talk about that in this video as well. After the haul portion of this video, my husband is gonna jump in as well, and we're gonna taste test a lot of the items that I picked up during this. So if you were sitting there wondering whether or not Kate and John think it's worth your time and money to head to Trader Joe's for some of these items, we are gonna share that honest feedback with you. I'm also tossing in a little bit of a bonus because I picked up some Açaí packets at Trader Joe's. And when I used to live in Hawaii, there was this place that made these like dessert level acai bowls. They're definitely not like the nutritious side of the acai bowl market. Okay, it's dessert level, but I wanted to share it with you because I attempted to recreate it at home. So I'm gonna include that as well in the taste test and then share the recipe with you. If you happen to be new here, hi, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. My name is Kate. You must like Trader Joe's if you clicked on that thumbnail, so we are friends officially. Over here, I do a lot of haul videos like this, Costco, Trader Joe's, Sam's Club. I also share a lot of recipe inspiration, so if you need help with meal planning, please feel free to check out the rest of my channel because I have plenty of that content. And if you end up enjoying the vibe, it would mean the absolute world to me if you would subscribe before you leave. Without further ado, let's dive into the haul, and don't forget to stick around for the taste test. Okay, my friends, we have a very large Trader Joe's haul. It's been almost 2 months since I stepped foot in a Trader Joe's, so I got a little aggressive with throwing things in the cart. However, some of it's not for me, so that makes me feel like a little bit better. I was doing shopping on behalf of my best friend, but most of it was for me. Let's talk about it. Okay, kind of boring stuff first. I needed to grab some like actual groceries, so I got some sliced cheese. I got some butternut squash for the kids. I got some lemons for us. They also had this whipped feta spread, which, as the kids say less. This is a vibe. They also had this Sweetheart white Stilton cheese, chocolate pieces, caramel flavor fudge pieces, and sweetened dried cherries. Inside cheese, you guys. Sounds illegal, but we're gonna see if it's good. I will share that in our taste test. One of our favorite things to always grab at Trader Joe's is an orange chicken, so I did grab one of those. I've been trying to incorporate boring things like flaxseed, hemp hearts, chia seeds in my life, and they had them, so I grabbed it. I also grabbed some fruit and vegetable wash. We love this for washing up our produce. I have also found that I like it to wash the table after the kids eat to like have kind of like a toxic-free cleaning situation. I also grabbed myself some chamomile tea, and I really love their well-rested tea. It helps me sleep, but doesn't make me feel groggy in the morning, so that's cool. I got these chili crackers to go with this whipped feta spread because one of my friends told me that that is a good combo. Somebody on here actually recommended this cheese-filled, I'm gonna say fiocchetti, probably said it wrong, with pink sauce. I have a list of things that you guys have recommended that I grab, but I swear my Trader Joe's never has them, but this was on the list and it was there. Cheesy bagels. You guys, cheesy bagels are like my favorite thing. I don't know why it's only a 4-pack. Most bagels do 6-pack, but I ended up grabbing 4 packs. 1 is for my neighbor, 3 are for us. I'm gonna keep 1 in the fridge, the rest are going in the freezer, and I'll be happy for months with that. I also grabbed some of this alcohol-free vanilla flavor. When we make like waffles and muffins for the kids, I use the alcohol-free version. I don't think it's necessary, but here we are. I haven't seen the Everything But the Elote blend in a long time, so I did grab that. And then I ran out of the Aglio Olio. Someday I will look up how that's actually pronounced, but for now, you guys just get my horrible mispronunciation of it. But this is one of my favorite seasoning blends of all time. So I grabbed 2 because I didn't want to run out. Coconut cream. I just keep seeing it in recipes, so I figured I'd have one on hand. I also grabbed some garbanzo beans and black beans. That's just for pantry restocking. My best friend asked me to grab her a few of these packages of the strawberry licorice twist. And then I also grabbed one of these trio ones. John absolutely loves Scandinavian swimmers, and he is a wonderful husband. So I picked him up some Scandinavian swimmers. I also picked him up some of these gummy X's and O's. We don't like them as much as the Scandinavian swimmers, but they're a vibe. This was new this year as far as I remember. I've never seen these before. Sugared rice cracker hearts. I'm very excited to see how those are. I remember loving these last year. I wish that they came in a bigger package, but I just got 2 of the little mini packages of it. They also had these honey roasted macadamia nuts mixed with roasted and salted cashews. I know I'm gonna love that, so I'm excited for that. My best friend asked me to grab 4 packages of the cocoa batons for her, so I listened to instruction. You don't mess with your best friend, you know what I'm saying? This Fleur de Sel caramel sauce is my favorite, and I haven't gotten it in a while, so I decided it was time. My best friend also asked for a couple cookie butters, so I did grab that. That has been out of stock at my Trader Joe's for at least 6 months, so that was weird. This English toffee ice cream was one of my favorite Trader Joe's finds of 2024. They only had 4 of them left. I grabbed 1, but I kind of wish I grabbed at least 2, but everything's fine. Speaking of ice cream, they also had strawberry mini hold the cones, so I grabbed a package of those. They had these Portuguese donuts, and I am Portuguese, so that's all they had to say. You know, I'm guessing this is like a massage, so we'll see. If I love it, I probably will. They also had these dark chocolate covered bonbon cookies. We will include that in the taste test. I always love this sweet cannoli dip. They have like waffle cookies that I totally forgot to grab, so I'll be dipping other things in it. I think I have graham crackers, so that'll be fine. I've also been like craving acai lately, and I saw these packets to just make your own at home, and I was like, I think I have everything else, like, you know, the fresh fruit. I even have dragon fruit right now, and granola and honey and all of that. So over here, these, anytime I see them in stock, I'm always going to grab a minimum of 2 bags because I love these. Someone on Instagram recommended that I mix a little bit of this into Greek yogurt with a little bit of whipped cream on top. If you're looking for a way to still feel like you're getting a treat, but maybe like get in some protein with some Greek yogurt, this made it a vibe. It was kind of like making my own chobani flips, you know? In the back, my best friend asked me to pick her up 2 of these spicy tempura seaweed snacks. I grabbed 1 for me, 2 for her. They did have a Kringle on site, but we finally made it all the way back to the beginning, and we got pecan. I remember this being one of my favorites from last year. It's like cinnamony stuff, but we have tried so many Kringles since then that we're gonna try it again and see what we think now that we've had a whole year of Kringle. You guys, the reason I even went to Trader Joe's tonight was because of these beauties right here. They had these mini cooler bags in a beautiful pink and a beautiful purple. There was a limit of 5, so you could only get up to 5 of them. So I did get 5. I have places that they're going and all of that. They're all assigned for. I think I might keep one of the pink ones for myself, but we'll see. I also grabbed some cat treats. I'm gonna be sending my mom a little package, so I grabbed her cat some treats. I also grabbed, my cat doesn't like treats. She's a weirdo, she fits right in this family. I also grabbed some of these for Stella. She doesn't usually like treats, but I just thought I'd give it a try. Now over here in kind of like the body care, I got this for one of my friends because this is supposed to be a dupe for the Way brand, which is super expensive. And I do have this and I like it. The consistency is a little off for me because I have the Way hair mask. It's not the exact same. This almost has a little bit of a greasier texture to it, which I can't decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing in a hair mask. But overall I think it's like $5.99, $6.99, maybe even $4.99. For that price range, it's great. Another thing in that price range, I think these were $4.99. I'm obsessed with the Milk and Honey Extra Strength Deodorant, and this packaging looks almost just like it, so I'm wondering if it's a dupe, and I'm gonna give it a try. I also grabbed myself some of this ultra rich body butter. It says it has passion fruit seed oil, hibiscus extract, and a warm vanilla orchid scent. I've never seen that before, so I did grab that. I also grabbed this rose oil ultra moisturizing hand cream, probably sending that to my mom, and then some bath salt. So that is everything that I grabbed at Trader Joe's this evening. Okay, so first up, I want to get started on the cookie dough for this extravagant acai situation. So I'm going to put down a cup of all-purpose flour. I don't know why I said that weird. All-purpose flour on a sheet pan and just spread it out kind of evenly. And what we're going to do is we are going to bake this because I don't know why, to be honest with you. I just know that in order for flour to be technically safe to eat. I grew up in the 80s where we just said, Jesus, take the wheel. And we would eat stuff that had like raw eggs in it. But nowadays, you know, gotta be extra careful. So we're gonna heat the flour just for 5 to 7 minutes. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I like to run a spoon through it about halfway through just to make sure it's all mixed up. All right, next up, we're gonna work on getting the butter and sugar cream together. I have half a cup of butter going in there, half a cup of brown sugar, and I'm using unsalted butter. I've got 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and I'm gonna use a Trader Joe's item. I actually have this flor de sal. I'm probably saying that incorrectly, but it's like a sea salt from the coast of Portugal. So I put a half a teaspoon in there of that. But you could just use table salt or whatever your favorite salt is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that beaten while we wait for the flour to finish. Okay, next up we're gonna work on the base of the acai bowl. So we are gonna do some cherries. I like to put my bananas in the freezer once they start to get really brown. So I'm just gonna do, I don't know, like the equivalent of half a banana, half a frozen banana. And then I also have some blueberries I'm gonna put in there. Blueberry overboard, probably just like half a cup of frozen blueberries. And then this is the Trader Joe's acai packet. What it has you do is run it under some warm water for about 15 seconds. And that's gonna go right in there as well. And then I'm just gonna put like a squeeze of honey in here. I'm also gonna put a little turmeric in here. I've been sprinkling that in things, so why not? And I'm gonna put in a little black pepper because that activates the turmeric. That part is completely optional, and I am going to put in a little bit of ground cinnamon. If you were making this a smoothie, you'd wanna take some almond milk or your favorite juice and put quite a bit in there. I'm just gonna put probably a tablespoon of almond milk, and that's gonna be to just allow this all to move, and then we will judge and see if I need more, because we want this to be a bowl and not a smoothie. So I don't want it to be super runny. I'm going to try ever so carefully to get this heat treated all-purpose flour right into our little mixer here. But I am chaos personified, so who knows how it's gonna go. It's gonna be a mess, everything's fine, we're doing great. That went way better than expected, actually. So something else is probably about to go wrong, let's be real. We're also gonna add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm just using almond milk because I already have it out because of the acai smoothie, but just use whatever your favorite milk is. And then we're gonna work in about a half a cup of mini chocolate chips. Okay, so that is all good. This is all mixed up. So we are not gonna be needing all of this for the acai bowls, but it's not something I will be mad to have on hand. So I'm just gonna transfer this to another container, and then I am going to start assembling the acai bowls. Okay, so we've got the base of the acai bowl, which has been sitting out kind of long, so it's starting to become smoothie-like. We are going to layer in some of the toppings now. And you can do this however you'd like, but I'm just gonna start with some granola over her. And in case you were wondering, I'm going with this chocolate sea salt one from the brand Purely Elizabeth. I got this from Thrive Market. I am then going to dice up a little banana for myself. I don't know how much. Just gonna lay them down till they look pretty. Probably half a banana. And this is like a very large banana, just saying. A snack for the chef. The other half I'll stick in the freezer. Then I'm just gonna lay down some strawberry. Then I have some dragon fruit that I'll put on this side, and a few pieces of pineapple on this side. Looking beautiful. Okay, and then while we were doing this, I put this in the fridge to let it set a little bit. We're just gonna drop the cookie dough right down there, 3 little balls. Because this is a Trader Joe's acai bowl, we are gonna drizzle a little cookie butter right across that. But you could use peanut butter, almond butter, whatever your fancy is. Because we aren't already doing the most, I'm gonna drizzle a little sweetened condensed milk, because that is what the place that I always got it from did. Okay, so there you have it. A beautiful acai bowl. Friends, first of all, I am riding the space, what did I call it? The struggle spaceship. I'm riding the so if you see me looking Raggedy Ann, it's been a day. It was actually like a really good day, but then it was just chaotic is what it was. So anyways, we have a lot of feedback to share with you guys.
We do?
A lot, Jonathan. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish.
You did it.
I did it. I even have a recommendation from you guys, and I think that's what we should start with. Now, if this doesn't end up being good, it's kind of my fault. Because I can't do directions, okay? So someone had recommended this. I don't remember if it was during a Trader Joe's haul or another one. I attempted it in the haul, but I think it's fiocchetti with pink sauce, cheese filled. Now, what the instructions say to do is you can microwave it or do it on the stovetop. I elected for stovetop. It says to do a tablespoon of olive oil and 1/3 cup of water. And then just dump this in there and cook it for 6 to 7 minutes. I would think if you grab this plus some broccoli and some chicken sausage from Trader Joe's, that would be like a beautiful dinner, okay? So if you're looking for a dinner idea, there you go. However, the part where I didn't listen to instruction is I opened my fridge with the intention of getting butter because I already knew I wasn't going to pay attention to the olive oil part because I like butter in my pasta. So went to go grab the butter, spotted the heavy cream. And I said, you know what? Instead of doing water, I'm going heavy cream. And we're just going to make this even more of a luxurious pasta experience.
Luxuriate yourself.
Yeah, pasta-jurious.
Pasta.
It doesn't work, but that's okay. Can you put that down? Very delirious. We're gonna try this out.
I mean, it looks delicious.
It looks really good. I probably did the right thing. I also added some Parmesan cheese because I can't be stopped in a situation like that. I don't know what to tell you.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. But it does look like it already like comes with some type of an Italian seasoning. So I didn't add salt, pepper, anything. I just did the butter, heavy cream, and some Parmesan.
That good, huh? Those are better than
tortellinis.
Yes.
12,000 times better.
Boom. Those are delicious. Go out to Trader Joe's and buy those.
Buy those
now.
Immediately.
And do exactly what she did.
Yeah. I mean, I can't attest to what the other version is like, but I can't imagine it's better than that because I'm giving that a 9.5.
I'm going 9.
You're going 9.
Solid.
You could dress that up in all different types of ways. You could make that into a baked dish, I'm sure. You could mix in some spinach, butternut squash. There's a million things you could do with that. You could use that in soups. That is delicious. So thank you. I'm going to put the comment on the screen here because I forgot to look up. I know it's somebody that I talk to frequently. So thank you, my friend, for sharing this with me. Because now probably anytime I go to Trader Joe's, I'm grabbing 2 or 3 bags of that. And that's staying in the freezer for those Friday nights when we don't feel like having the mental load of what to do for dinner.
Like that's up there with the orange chicken.
That is up
like
there.
That's like a must buy.
That's a must buy from Trader Joe's. We're going down recorded history right now. That's a must buy from Trader Joe's.
So many options.
Let's go backwards and do like a charcuterie situation. I've got a bunch of different options on here. We've got some desserts, some charcuterie type things. I would like, because I'm just so intrigued by this, and I messed up the package, so I can't show the picture on the screen like I usually do. If they have it on the internets, I will put it up here. But it's a cheese that supposedly has chocolate and caramel. Yeah, inside it. It's a Stilton cheese, I'm pretty sure, and it says that it's like a sweetheart edition or something. So I just put it on little almond crackers. They remind me of wheat then, so they're kind of like a basic cracker. We're gonna try it like that. And then I also have a piece of the cheese by itself.
What is going on?
What is going on?
I don't know if I don't like it.
I literally was just gonna say that. Do I love it or do I hate it? I'm not sure. This is gonna be a polarizing cheese. This is gonna divide family members. People are gonna fight about this.
But I don't know how to feel about that. I don't hate it.
I don't
like it.
I don't think I'd buy it again.
No.
But I also think that it's something unique, you know, and I feel like it's not too sweet and it's not too salty. It's something in the in-between. And I feel like the cracker matters. So if you wanna, you know, lean a different direction with it, depending on what cracker you put it on, you could do so. I think if you were having like a Galentine's brunch and you wanted something on a charcuterie board, there you go. What do you even rate that, John? 7?
I'm going 5.5.
5.5. That's kind of low, bro.
I mean, it's like middle because I'm so middle about it.
I'm not a solid 7. It's a soft 7. I'm in a pretty good mood. So take that for what it is. Next up, this was a recommendation from one of my friends on Instagram. She has the coolest laser engraved cups. John, can you grab my cup? I'm gonna show off my friend's business. I'm friends with a lot of talented people. Oh, you've got 2 to show. Move your face. She does engraved Stanleys, but she also has other brands besides Stanley if you're not into the Stanley craze. I was not into the Stanley life until she started engraving them, and then that particular color came out and I was like, I need that in my life because that is my vibe.
I was the knockoff Stanleys forever.
Forever.
Because why?
Because why?
But then these were created.
I still, like, to be honest with you though, I'm gonna be real with you guys, and this has nothing to do with my friend's business. This is Stanley versus, like, Stanley as a cup. I don't see the hype at all. I think that
for sure.
The ones that are off brands or whatever, Mars, Simple Modern, and Brewmate, I like those way better. Simple Modern, I think, is actually my favorite.
Well, I will say some of the off brands, the handles don't last longer.
Yeah, the mechanisms don't last as long, but the ice lasts longer.
True.
The Stanleys, the ice does not hold like they claim it does. And people will tell you on the internets that those last forever to try and get you to spend the $55 or whatever it is. And I disagree. But maybe John and I just have been unlucky in the Stanley game. Anyways, the tangent that I went off on was because she actually recommended this. She texted me and said, get these chili crackers here. And hold on.
Wait, it's a, like, chili cracker?
Yep. And she said to get this whipped feta spread and then put those together. And what I was hoping for was that my Trader Joe's was gonna have spicy honey. But they didn't, because I was thinking drizzle that on there and that would be a vibe, but they didn't have it. So everything's fine. We're gonna start with just the cracker.
I actually really enjoy that cracker.
It like heats up on you. You know what I mean? It like starts out like, it felt like Jesus for a minute. Like I was taking the body of Christ. Nothing was going on.
Did you just say?
I did. This is my show. I can do what I want.
You always hit me so off guard.
That's my mission in life. Is to just hit you in the moments you least expect it. You should always be on your toes, John. After 20 years together, sir.
I think though, what is it with crackers? Because you hit us with the birdseed cracker.
That's what it was like. I just gotta be real. The people that have taken the Eucharist, they know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It started out like that, and then it started like raising the roof.
I still can taste it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of heat in there.
Yeah.
If you're not into heat, I don't know. It might be. I don't think that it was painful necessarily, but it's definitely
painful.
It's tingling. Okay. So now we're gonna try it with that whipped feta topping. Which, funny story, Johnny. Whoa, that came out. I haven't called you Johnny in a minute. We just went back to like 2006. So John does not generally like feta cheese. However, we made a Home Chef or Green Chef or Somebody Chef, one of those meal delivery kits, and they had a whipped feta part of the meal, and you loved it. So I'm curious to see how you feel about this one. Cracker alone, let's start there. I'm going 7.5.
I'm going 8.
8? That's pretty strong for cracker.
I'm going 8.5.
8.5.
I really enjoyed that cracker.
All right, and then the whipped,
the little heat.
The little heat, of course you would. The whipped feta, I'm going 8.5.
Same.
Really, I think that it's a very mild feta. It's not too tangy. It's not too salty. That's the thing with feta with you, I think, is that it's both tangy and salty. And that one is not. It is very mild. And I think that it works perfectly. The combination together is an 8.5 for me. Maybe even borderline 9. Something about the two of them together. I don't love the cracker like on its own strongly. I like it strongly, but I don't love it strongly. But the combo, it's doing something. My friend is correct about that. And I know that I'm correct about if you had some spicy honey to drizzle on there, that would take it up to a 9, 9.5 for me.
I'm almost leaning towards a 9.
Really? For the combo?
For the combo.
I also think that meal kit, if you need another idea for that whipped feta, that meal kit had you put it on fish that time. So you could put it on a protein. If you wanted to do, I'm even thinking if you wanted to like butterfly a chicken breast and put some whipped feta in there, roll it up.
Fancy.
I think that would be a vibe. So I think that's on a must-buy list for me. The combo or the whipped feta. I don't know that the chili crackers themselves are a must-buy. For John, it would be a must-buy. Okay, all right, now next up, we have this gorgeous, move your face, acai bowl that we made together that is now like a smoothie bowl because, yeah. But I would like to try it with all the components and see. Make sure you try the cookie dough.
I just did.
You just did. He's giving me some eyes, man. John, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna say it first. 10. It's a 10.
That is a 10.
I'm not even gonna let you go there. That is a 10.
Okay, first of all, that's better than the ones we used to get at that.
I agree.
Yep.
Which I didn't think I'd ever say that because I used to crave those. Like,
even the cookie dough ball that you just made,
way better.
hands down.
And I don't know if we've been removed from it so long that we have like lost. I don't know.
No, that was so good.
I just want to say too that the acai bowl could be made as like a healthy breakfast. You know, so the acai base itself from Trader Joe's is so good. Mixed in with we did almond milk. I did a little turmeric. I even did a little black pepper in there because it activates the turmeric apparently. I did ground cinnamon, a little bit of honey, and some almond milk. So that part, the base, is like actually on the more nutritious side. It's some of the extra components that we added to the top that made it a dessert bowl, but you could easily keep this with chia seeds and flax seeds and all of that stuff, and it would still be such a delicious thing. But if you want to go the dessert route, it's a 10, bro. And that cookie dough is a 10, bro. So if you just need a little sweet treat, you know, you could just have a little cookie dough in your life. That sounds like a song or something.
Have a little cookie dough in your life.
We could work on that, but it was a good first run.
Let's not say we did.
Okay, next product feedback I want to give. Hold on now. My dog actually asked me to talk to you guys about something. She wanted to provide some feedback, but she couldn't be here today. My people called her people, and she has a very hectic schedule. She just couldn't make it. She tried. She knows how important you guys are, but she just couldn't do it. Her schedule is packed. So anyway, she wanted me to talk about this movie face. Here's the thing about Stella. She doesn't like treats generally. The only treats she likes are the soup bones from Rachel Ray and then the chicken treat thingies that I get at Costco that you guys see in my haul videos all the time. Those are like the only treats she likes. She's not a milk bones girl. My mom's tried to make her custom treats in the past. She just doesn't like treats.
She's bougie.
Every time I buy her treats somewhere, I'm always like, oh, she's gonna like this one. She never does. Well, she liked this one. So your dog will probably definitely like it because if Stella approves of it, she gave it a 10. She ate it pretty quickly. Actually, I think it was more like an 8 because she did like let it sit on her tongue a while. And I was like, she's not gonna like this one, but nope, she did like this. She didn't like the I don't remember what they called it, but they had like a jingle jangle for dogs. You remember that?
She did not.
She did not like that at all. It was an absolute no for her. It was like a -6. Anyways, she asked me to pass that along. And hopefully one of these times she'll be able to talk to you guys about other products. But today, like I said, she was just very busy.
The acai is so good.
He's still munching on the acai. Okay, next up, we have these sugared rice cracker hearts. These are only $1.99.
For real?
So I wasn't
That's
gonna.
a good size bag.
I know. I wasn't gonna grab them because I was like, meh. But then they were $1.99, so it's like it felt disrespectful for them to be priced so low. You know. Oh.
Not what I was expecting.
Not at all what I was expecting. Why is this only $1.99?
I don't.
This reminds me of if you've lived in Hawaii and you've ever had the what is that stuff called?
I have no idea what to compare this to.
You know that? What is it called? I'm gonna put it up on the screen because I can't remember what it's called. It's like the hurricane mix.
Yeah.
For popcorn.
Yeah.
That's what this is like, but it's like the sugared version. So in Hawaii, there's this popular thing it's called hurricane mix. And you take popcorn and you toss it in like a butter oil. And then it's got furikake and it's got these little rice crackers. And you mix it all together. And it's like one of my favorite things in the world. And these are rice crackers, so obviously, but I'm just thinking if you wanted to do like popcorn with this mixed in, it would have that same vibe. I really like this. Also, if you were doing some cute little galantines or stuff for your kids, like I think that would look cute in a little treat bag. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I'm going 8.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially at the $1.99 price
Yeah,
point.
I think for the price, it's definitely
And the
worth
packaging, it's giving limited too.
it. No, it's 7.5.
I had a feeling.
You had a
That's
feeling?
more my vibe than your vibe.
I mean, I enjoyed them.
Yeah. Okay, next up, we're gonna try these. It's kind of like a basic pick, but just in case you see it, I don't know. I love, these are honey roasted macadamia nuts with roasted and salted cashews.
I did not know you got these.
Yeah, John loves cashews. I love macadamia nuts.
Cashews.
I'm gonna try them together.
Here's my problem.
Here's his problem. He has so many.
Excuse me.
He's got 99 problems, and this is one. Go ahead.
The packaging isn't big enough.
You know what
Close them to
is, so
listen.
we lived in Hawaii, so we know good macadamia nuts. We got it straight from the source.
Straight from the source.
And that's good macadamia nut. That reminds me of like the ones my mom sends me in care packages.
Yep.
I'm going 9
I'm
on that
going
mix.
9.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's
a solid.
That's a good mix.
That's a
I don't feel like
solid
there's
nut.
I don't Oh Lord.
Did we say that?
We're going with it. I would say there's not much to say. That's what I would say about this is there's not much to say because it's just nuts, but it's a vibe. Okay, nuts. Okay. We have the maturity of 12-year-olds.
Okay, nuts.
Nuts.
More nuts.
Next up, we have these bonbon cookies. Here's the thing with these is I can already tell if we do like them, it's going to be a problem because it only came with 10.
Oh,
That's
a good
so
problem.
rude. So this is what the bonbon cookie looks like. Got one for you, one for me. Boom. Oh. Okay. John, do you remember during Christmas time, we got that cookie package? They were like Dutch cookies.
Yes.
And they had that one that I was like, they need to just sell this by itself.
Yes.
That's basically it.
Yes.
Except it's all enrobed in chocolate.
Yes.
I think the other one was like a half C situation.
That's a yes.
That's a must buy. That's a 9.5 for me.
That's a 9.
That's very high up on the sweetness factor though.
Very high.
So I would say like, that's one of those that it's probably good. It only comes with that many because it could lead to some long-term effects if you eat too many of those. So rolling down to the last one, we've got these Portuguese donuts here. First of all, I want this wallpaper. Okay, I want this to be wallpaper or I want it to be like the tile in my kitchen. I want it to be like my backsplash. Can you imagine?
That's a very...
It's a choice. Okay, it would be a very vibrant choice. But
Very
anyways,
vibrant.
we got these Portuguese donuts. Fun fact, I am part Portuguese. Actually, my family's from the Azores. So my dad doesn't really love it when we say, like, I don't know. Anyways, Azores and Portugal are like two different situations. And I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I need further instruction from him. But
You've gotten a lot of instruction, I think.
but my ancestry DNA labels me as a Portuguese. It says it just like that too. It says Portuguese. And then, you know, we grew up in Southeast Massachusetts. So they have malasadas there. Then we lived in Hawaii and they have malasadas there. Nothing alike. They are completely different. The ones in Hawaii remind me more of like a beignet or like a donut,
yes.
you know?
Yeah.
The ones in Massachusetts are more like fried dough. They're almost like, you know when you make like a pizza and it puffs up on the crust? That's like how the whole thing is, except that it's in like cinnamon and sugar. I'm doing an awful job. The reason why I bring this up is because these Portuguese donuts remind me more of the Hawaii version.
Wait, so what's in the middle?
It's a hazelnut spreading.
Oh, okay.
Spreading?
Spreading.
I don't think that was right. Spread? Nutella, basically, I'm thinking. So, let's... Sound effects.
Done.
I should have done like dinosaur
You're
noises.
cut off. You're just done.
Just so you guys know, one time, a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was only a week ago, I was editing a video and I had to cut out a good like 45 seconds because John and I sounded completely sloshed. Like we sounded so inebriated.
And we don't drink.
And we don't drink. So I just want to come on here and tell you that if we ever sound like we're sloshed, I wish we were sometimes. But we most likely are just incredibly tired.
Yes.
So, but I had to cut it out because I was like, they're seriously going to think that we showed up to hang out with them drunk.
I mean, hey, listen, the drunk us is pretty fun too to hang out with.
Are we though? I don't know.
I don't know.
Now we're too old to get drunk, so we'd probably just fall asleep in front of you if we got drunk. All right, anyways, let's do this. I think that I would need it to be like air fried. And so I checked the package and it doesn't have any instructions for heating it up. But I feel like that would be a good move. But then I don't know what would happen to the filling if you did that.
Oh, probably would.
You know what I mean? So I don't know that I love that. I mean, I like it, but I don't think I would buy it again. It is really good.
It's got good,
like taste-wise, it's good.
Yeah, it's got good flavor.
But it's the texture that's throwing me off. It kind of tastes stale right out the,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm probably going to go like a...
I will say this, though. The hazelnut spread's good.
Yeah, that part's really good.
It's more on the chocolate side.
I was just going to say, yeah, because John doesn't like love Nutella too much. But the hazelnut's not picking up too hard. It's definitely chocolatey. It reminds me of like kind of like a ganache, you know? Like a chocolate ganache.
That's what it is.
I think I'm going to have to go like a 6.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm just not that...
Wow, I was going to go 7.
Really?
Yeah,
I just... It's the texture for me. I'm pretty picky when it comes to...
Malasadas?
Well, no, just donuts or pastries in general.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm pretty, like... And I'm seriously the type that if I'm going to intake some sugar, I want to enjoy it. I want to continue on with that acai bowl. I want to continue on with the cookie dough inside that acai bowl. Anyways, so that's that. That's the feedback on everything.
That's everything?
That's everything. What do you think your favorite thing was that we tried?
So the acai bowl was like a big thing put together.
Right.
The acai's good, but everything together makes
is what made it. Right.
But that pasta.
Yeah, that pasta.
That pasta, I think, is my favorite of
I think so too. Like the acai and the pasta are my tops for kind of like the prepared, like stuff that you kind of had to work at to get to.
Yeah.
In terms of like just straight out the gate, I honestly think that whipped feta is probably, because I'm a dip girly, okay? One of my favorite things about being an adult is that if I wanted to, I could sit down and have dip and chips for my lunch. You know, I'm an adult and I can make those types of choices.
I have a permit and I can do what I want.
Exactly. So if I wanted to make myself like a little snack pack for lunch or something, I could see myself just getting after that whipped feta. I would like to just make a ginormous batch of that because I'm sure that you can make that so easy.
Oh, probably.
You know, because I remember that meal kit one, it was not difficult. Anyways, you guys, this was quite the video. Please give us a round of applause. We got a lot done in this video. For a Trader Joe's haul, you know, we made an acai bowl together. We made a pasta dish together.
I feel like it's been a while since we did Trader Joe's, and this is a good way to...
Yeah, to like bring it back.
Bring it back.
If you happen to be new here, I hope you subscribe because we did a great job today. We were funny.
And if we scared you,
I'm sorry.
still subscribe.
Still subscribe. And maybe just sign out of YouTube and then set up a whole new account. You don't want the algorithm to catch on to this being what you enjoy. We are going to go ahead and get this feedback over to corporate. They have a lot of notes to go through. I can see how long we've been talking. That's terrifying. I hope that we delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. And I hope you have a magical day. Bye.